Arun Jaitley, leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. Mr. Jaitley, the CBI clearly seems to indicate that the changes were innocuous and did not alter the central theme of the report in any way. They are saying the central theme of the report has not changed. So, do you think using this argument the government can get away on Wednesday?
Well, if I have read paragraph 19 of their affidavit, and if you seriously analyze every sentence of paragraph 19, each and every deletion is a major deletion. First deletion is that the CBI status report had a reference to the fact that no criteria on basis of which weightage was given as to who should be allotted, who should not be allotted. Yeah. There was no weightage criteria. The ministry officials wanted that to be deleted. The CBI was very pliant and it deleted it. The second deletion is that the basis of the calculations why A should be allotted and not somebody else,
right?
Those note sheets or the broadsheets as they call them, there was a reference in the status report that the broadsheets were not found. They wanted them to be deleted, so they were also deleted. The third factor, which is affirming what the CAG had said was correct, that you decided to amend the law to provide for bidding, and yet you continued to make allotments till, even during the period when the law was not amended, thereby causing that 1,85,000 crore loss to the public exchequer. Now right. That portion also was deleted.
Yes.
So all the deletions that they have mentioned are very major deletions. If you take all these deletions out, you dilute the culpability of the offenders completely.
Yes.
And then for anybody to be able to conclude that these were not very significant deletions, I am afraid may not be a correct analysis.
Sir, you are looking at point number 19. With all respect, they are pointing out, they as in the government is pointing out point number 12 of the CBI's affidavit, which says that the consequent changes have neither altered the central theme of the report nor shifted the focus of inquiries and investigations in any manner. It is also submitted that no names of suspect or accused were removed from the status report and no suspect or accused were let off in the process. So they are actually saying we have made the changes, but the changes are not significant enough to alter the findings. You buy that, Mr. Jaitley?
Well, accused will come only as far as the charge sheet is concerned. The accused need not be named in any status report. Ultimately, when you file a charge sheet and you weigh the entire evidence, you will find out who were the people in the decision-making process
right.
who had made basic changes, who had made allotments which were arbitrary and for a collateral purpose.
Right.
That need not come today. Today, what is the crux of the case? What is the meat of the matter? The meat of the matter is that you kept allotting coal blocks without a criteria, without a basis, without any weightage. Now, if on that you completely alter and delete the status report paragraph, that's a major deletions that you have made. Therefore, for the CBI to say that these were not significant deletions, I'm afraid I may not be able to agree with the CBI.
Mr. Jaitley, may I invite your attention to point number 21 as well, where the CBI says, and I quote, there is nothing in the CBI crime manual to guide whether status reports in respect of ongoing investigations in a sub judice matter are to be shared with others. My question to you is whether you think that the CBI submission holds in the light of the very important Vineet Narayan judgment of 1996.
Well, this doesn't hold. If you correctly read the Vineet Narayan observation of the Supreme Court, there is a paragraph where Justice Verma quotes from an English judgment.
Yes.
I think it's R versus Metropolitan Police Commissioner, where it starts off by saying that no minister of the Crown, that's the English judgment approved in Vineet Narayan,
yes.
no commissioner of police can ever tell the constable whom to prosecute and how to prosecute. Therefore, there is a complete immunity to the investigating officer. The Supreme Court has categorically said that the discretion, how the investigation is to be carried on, is that of the investigating officer alone. The investigating officer cannot be guided by ministers on how the investigations are to be carried on.
Last question is political. Do you think the government has been able to shift the goalpost by introducing the food security bill? Is this bill and the manner in which the government is pushing it the build up to an early election?
I think the food security bill operates in entirely a different area. the right to food. You have a large number of state governments, particularly Chhattisgarh, which have come out with revolutionary legislation, which have an exemplary performance. This operates in a separate area. Food security bill is not a substitute for accountability on corruption. That operates in an entirely different area. Therefore, the government to try and create a haze is based on a presumption that people have a very weak memory. I'm afraid that's underestimating the strength of Indian democracy.
Arun Jaitley, thank you very much. Thank you.